Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rants About Tech Live, number 136. We on today? I think it's 136. For this August 5th. We're at Tuesday already, everybody. I say already. We're still at the beginning of the week. It's a long way to go. How's everyone doing out there today? It's a cloudy day here in Philadelphia, but I'm here with some of my good friends who are already in the chat. Thank you for being here, aka my co-host for the show. We talk about tech news for the day on this particular program. We talk about eInk news as well. We talk about some maker news, that's 3D printing, CNC stuff. If you're into that kind of thing, hobby, craft stuff, we got you right here. We got you. Today's going to be an awesome show. It's going to be a concise show today. We got a few things to talk about, and then we're in it and we're out. We're in and out. Hope you guys are having a good day. One of the big things for today is going to be the Pixel commercial that everyone's talking about, that's kind of poking fun at the AI-less features of the new iPhone. And we're going to talk about some Onyx Boox features that I've been liking and kind of like really using a lot and appreciating how they've gone and evolved this particular feature, because it's always been good. We'll talk about the AI Scribbles, but we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. Again, how you guys doing out there? Hope you guys are having a good start to your week. We got Mr. Media in the building today. I appreciate you for getting here, starting the chat early. If we have other people in here today, I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate the members of the channel. Appreciate the Discord gang. If you are not part of the Discord gang and you want to be a part of the Discord gang, the link is in the description. You can join us anytime. We're talking about tech news in the Discord. We're talking about eInk stuff, a lot of eInk stuff. We do a lot of eInk stuff here, so if you're interested in that, definitely join the Discord as well. Go ahead and like. Right off the rip, everybody. Why not? Why not? Do your boy a favor. Go ahead and like the video off the rip so we get this live out to everybody. What else we got going? Oh, yeah. Shout out to the people, like I said, the members, the badge members. If you become a member of the channel, you should. There's a join button down below. You get a badge in the chat showing everybody you're a member of the channel. I get to see that. Everyone gets to see it. You get member shout outs. You get the air horn. For the members in the chat, okay? You get the shout outs. Also, a good way to support the channel is to for super thanks and super chats. If you want to support the channel in a more direct way, you can also go to the website rantsaboutTech.com. Buy a t-shirt. I don't have one on right now, and I should. Why am I not promoting my own brand? We'll get there. You can buy ceramic nibs there. Now, we're out of the crystal nibs on the site. People have been hitting me up like, when are you going to get more crystal nibs in? They're coming. They're coming. I just had to see how well they're going to do for this first batch, and then we're going to put some more up there. I'll have more details as we get closer to that date, though. But yeah, definitely good ways to support the channel if you're interested in doing so that way. All right, let's go ahead and get to the tech news, shall we, you guys? First thing we got going up here is going to be, like I said, the Pixel 10, commercial that everyone's talking about. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna take a look at it to see what the hubbub is about. I mean, it's not hard to poke fun at the iPhone these days with their lack of AI functionality. It's really not. So the fact that Google decided to do it is like, okay, you pick low-hanging fruit here, bro. But still, it's good. It's good stuff. So we got here, this happened yesterday. So Google used Apple's Siri failure to lure customers to the upcoming Pixel 10 series. This is coming from Mac Rumors here. Sharing an ad that calls out the delays Apple is experiencing with the Apple Intelligence Siri functionality. Let's go ahead and take a look at this, you guys.
If you buy a new phone because of a feature that's coming soon, but it's been coming soon for a full year, you could change.
Whoa. They said it's been coming soon for a full year. Big dig.
Change your definition of soon, or you could just change your phone.
Okay, listen. It is not a coincidence that they're playing Dr. Dre's jam. What's the name of that jam, chat? He got Snoop Dogg on there. Man, I forgot. Is it the next episode? It might be the next episode. It might be the next episode, chat. That's not a coincidence that they're playing Dr. Dre's next episode on this. For those who don't know, Apple bought Dr. Dre's beats a long time ago. So there's a Dr. Dre Apple connection. And the fact that they're playing Dre is no coincidence. Google is, listen, I don't know who's handling Google's marketing right now. They're doing a masterful job though. Oh, am I buzzing? Oh boy. Am I buzzing, chat? How's the audio? Oh, it is buzzing. Oh, what's the buzzing caused by? Oh, chat, hold on, let me fix that. Oh, snap. Do we still have weird buzzing? Oh, no. I think the weird buzzing is gone. Phew. Chat, my bad. Parm, thank you. Man, one thing you can't have is bad audio. Okay? You just can't have bad audio. Let's see. Am I good? Am I good now, though, you guys? Am I good with the audio? Morning, BM. How's it going? Thanks for being here. We're just getting over some audio difficulties here. But assuming I'm good right now, we're going to continue on with the commercial. I want to see this again, chat. We got to look at this again.
If you buy a new phone because of a feature.
Okay, let me fix my audio, chat. I might have fixed the audio for you guys, but mine is not. There we go. Now I'm good. All right, let's take a look at this again here.
If you buy a new phone because of a feature.
Yo, it's doing it again now. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, yep, I figured it out. It's something got to do with my headphones. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll leave that off. We'll leave the headphones off. I don't need them. I don't need them. Yeah. So yeah, chat. I think it's interesting. We'll take a look at this though.
That's coming soon, but it's been coming soon for a full year. You could change your definition of soon, or you could just change your phone.
Yeah, total dig. Total dig. I like it though. 8/20. Oh, so the event's happening on the 20th of this month. So yeah, I'm impressed. I like it. Yeah, see what happened was so the audio. So there's something going on with the with how I'm handling the audio for the headphones because it starts to interfere once I have audio actually going to it, which is weird. But I'll fix that another time. Or can we fix it now? Let's take a look. Let's see. let's see if it let's see if it fixed it. Nope, it didn't fix it. No, no, it definitely did not fix it. Okay. All right. Well, hey, listen, I won't have audio in my headphones, but as long as you guys have audio, that's really all that matters. All right, I thought it was interesting. Very interesting commercial there. Let's go to the next thing we got up here. We got a story about Spotify raising subscriptions. Let's take a look at here. I think this is Reuters. Yeah, we got a Reuters report here. All right, Spotify to raise premium. Oh boy, Spotify to raise premium subscription prices in select markets from September. So this is going to play next month. So according to Reuters, Spotify said on Monday it would increase monthly price for its premium individual subscription in select markets from September as the Swedish streaming giant looks to improve margins. The company shares jumped nearly 8%. They have gained about 40% so far this year. The subscription price will raise from 11.99 euros, 13.86 American dollars per month. It will raise to 11.99, 13.86 per month from 10.99 euros in markets including South Asia, the Middle East, Africa, Europe, Latin America, and Asia Pacific regions. Spotify said subscribers will receive an email explaining the price rise over the next month. Price increases in the past, combined with cost-cutting efforts in recent years, have helped it to achieve its first annual profit for 2024, which is big for any streaming service to turn a profit. So kudos to them. The company saw an increase in monthly active users and premium subscribers during the second quarter, while higher taxes related to employees' salaries led to a post a loss during the period and weighed on its third quarter profit forecast. Spotify has been expanding its library of video content to attract subscribers, including through its partner program, which is designed to help podcast creators by offering them monetization options. Spotify used to own Anchor, which is a podcasting platform. I'm not sure, or maybe they just bought Anchor. Regardless, they have a tie-in with a couple podcasting creation tools. So they're open in that way, but it's kind of interesting to see them raise the prices for their subscription. I've never been a Spotify subscriber. We did win. You did win, Mike. I've never been a Spotify subscriber. Anybody out there been a Spotify subscriber for a little while? One of the features I know that they have that I really like and don't have in any other streaming service that I know of is the DJ feature, the AI DJ feature. That's one of the things I think Google should bring to their music service, but they haven't done that. And Spotify, to my knowledge, is the only service that has done that. But other than that, I don't really have a real reason to have Spotify. So I'll be interested to see how anybody else in the chat or in the viewership feels about this particular rise in price for Spotify. All right, next story we got up here is going to be, no, we're not doing that. Oh, we're not doing that either. Oh, we're not doing that either. I did want to talk about this story, though. The kid that closes the Galaxy Z Fold over 200,000 times on a live stream. I didn't get a chance to see this live. Did anybody catch this? Or know that this was happening? This was yesterday. I think he might have completed that 200,000 folds because I tried to go to the site today or this morning, and there's just a recording of the actual live stream going on. He's just opening and closing the phone, right? I just think it's interesting that these young kids are like making something like this content. You know what I mean? That's cool. That's very cool.
강했는데 힌지가 많이 부드러워.
What else we got here? We got e-paper. So let's go ahead and talk about the one eInk story we got up here basically today. And that's going to be the 75 hertz or better productivity or 75 hertz screen, which is better for productivity tasks. And comes in two sizes. So we're going to talk about that a little bit.
네.
So this e-paper hits 75 hertz to better suit productivity tasks. Kits come in two screen sizes that go up for pre-order starting at $199. I don't know why that was so hard for me to read there. That was difficult. HDMI, USB-C connected to 6 and 13.3 inch displays using open source FPGA controller for zippy performance. Orders to be delivered in Q4 2025. So this is coming this year. And I think this is interesting to me because they're touting it as the fastest refresh rate screen we have for eInk devices or eInk displays, because it's not really a device, it's just a display. And what's cool about this too is that it's a custom thing. I don't think this is something that comes from the eInk Corporation, because they don't call it eInk anywhere on here. They just call it e-paper. So that leads me to believe this may not be an eInk related device. But let's take a look at this article and see. Here we go. When you purchase through links on our site, we may be affiliated. Modos Tech has announced that its fast and responsive e-paper monitors for productivity users are now available for pre-order. The new displays are being provided in dev kit form, touted as the world's fastest open hardware e-paper monitor. Like I said, that makes me think that it's not eInk related. Central to these claims are the shared performance figures, which indicate the Modos paper dev kit display delivers refresh rates up to 75 hertz and sub 100 millisecond? Yeah, sub 100 millisecond latency. The e-paper endeavor has taken quite some time to get at this stage. Remember reporting on Modos paper project update back in May 2024. This is coming from Tom's Hardware. Those monitor performance stats might be pedestrian in the color world for the best monitors, which in the majority use IPS and OLED tech. However, there are users out there who don't need to be distracted by color and are weary of the eye strain and fatigue that can stem from the use of backlit or emissive displays. In fact, some would prefer simple, efficient paper-like sunlight-readable displays if it were not for the performance penalties that seem to be inherent to e-ink and e-paper implementations so far. From writers and engineers, accessibility advocates, and digital minimalists, people are tired of the distraction. I don't think color or LCD displays are a distraction. Thanks for the chat reminder, Xing. We'll get to the chat here in a second. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, I don't think. This is what I think. This is a cool thing because it's not ink related. It doesn't seem, and also it's coming from people who are trying to make it as fast as it can be without the limitations of what come with I guess e-ink, the eInk Corporation, and how they put not limiting factors on the displays, but they have reasons to keep it from being at a certain refresh rate. That may be performance, that may be cost, whatever that is. There are reasons for them not doing this kind of thing, and for a company to come along and say, we don't have those kind of restrictions that bigger companies have. And that's one thing I like about smaller companies. Smaller companies typically have the mobility to do things quickly, and they also have the freedom to do things that bigger companies can't afford to do, not because of monetary reasons, but because they just can't afford to take the chance with their audience or that chance with their base of consumers to try to either disappoint them or do something they're not used to. So I think it's cool that small companies are about doing things like this. Awesome. Real-time performance thanks to FPGA controller. So Modos thinks that it has an answer to making e-paper acceptable for modern productivity, and it asserts it is largely down to its implementation of its own open hardware reference designs. Specifically, the Modos paper dev kit displays pack the Xilinx Spartan 6 FPGA, and that's a customizable chip from AMD, if I'm not mistaken there. But
네, 5일째 하고 있습니다.
that's just. I mean, AMD's make some of the best chips on the market, and this is probably the most cost-effective one they make. That's actually programmable, because not all chips you get are going to be programmable after the fact. But these are programmable by the purchaser or who's ever setting them up. It has a DDR3 frame buffer. So DDR3 is basically the last generation of SD RAM. Not SD RAM, but
맞박이.
DRAM.
대머리가
on the market. So I think we're up to DDR4 right now. So not too bad. I'm not familiar with this controller, the STM32H750 microcontroller. I tried to look that up. I couldn't find any specific devices that it's in, but it is definitely a commonly used microcontroller. So it's not an obscure piece of tech. And custom power supply circuitry, which I couldn't find too much information about. This open hardware electronic design should prevent ePaper from being held back by proprietary controllers and slow performance, and which is kind of what I was talking about when I was talking about bigger companies needing to be careful about how they do things because of either this price constraints, they're trying to keep the price down, or they're just trying to keep the quality at a certain level across the board. In short, users should be able to benefit from ePaper ergonomic niceties without cliff-face drawbacks. And that's the thing, right? And that's what you would want. You want eInk without the eInk drawbacks. And that's what I think that they're trying to do here with the Modos displays. Just some specs real quick on that particular piece of tech we have. So 13.3-inch display on the biggest one we got there.
Hey man.
We got like I mentioned, sub 100 millisecond latency. Typical latency of LCD screens, just by comparison, we're talking between 1 and 2 or 1 and 16 milliseconds for like a gaming monitor. So this is keeping it under 100. Not the best, because like I said, you wouldn't be gaming on this anyway. But just to give you a way to gauge what the performance is going to be like. And 75 hertz is on par with LCD as far as refresh rate goes. So that 75 hertz is really good, considering most monitors that people are using for their computers are between 60 and 75 hertz. This is on par with that. So I think this is good. Some more specs. It's open source. So like I said before, you can program the processor that they've gotten this thing. It's an AMD processor. Obviously the coding for it, you can code yourself and add it to the system. AMD or HDMI and USB-C connectivity. No power through the HDMI. Obviously, HDMI doesn't do that, but it carries power through the USB-C. You can power the device and trade data with that input. Mac, Windows, and Linux compatible, so it's compatible with all 3 major systems there. So as far as color goes, or as far as grayscale goes, you got binary, which is just black and white. You got 4-level grayscale and 16-level grayscale, and support for color eInk displays. So I'm not sure what that means. Like again, I'm thinking this is separate from the eInk Corporation. So if there's a separate competing color eInk technology, I don't know about it other than what they're doing with Gallery and Kaleido, or Kaleido.
Subscribe and
but
like,
interesting nonetheless
please.
that it has support for color eInk when that comes about. And this is a crowdfunding project, of course, on Crowd Supply that's being crowdfunded right now. Again, $199 gets you the 6-inch variant of this at Crowd Supply, and $599 gets you the 13-inch variant of this. Again, delivery expected in Q4 later this year. So yeah, interesting stuff. I think it's super interesting when companies can do things like this and try to improve and move the status quo for what a certain technology can do. Because if they make 75 hertz look good, and as a matter of fact, let's take a look at this. If they make 75 hertz look good and they make it to where you can actually do some work on it without having to worry about latency and refreshing bothering the motion of what you're moving on screen, I think it could be good. I think they have a video here we can check out really quickly. Just showing some of the ins and outs of the display. Like I said, and that refresh rate is on par with what you see in most productivity monitors right now. That's 75 hertz. Now, the latency is what's going to get you with the video.
아니죠. 58분에 점검한다니까요.
But still not bad.
지금
Still not
46분입니다.
bad.
토보다스님.
I'm using translator to figure out your other host.
저희 노스 코리아 아니고요. 사우스 코리아입니다. 사우스 코리아. Okay, you know? 네.
Yeah, I like this. I think it's cool. I like it a lot. I think it's cool. I think the eInk community could use this to push the technology along. We need more people doing things like this. Like I said, again, I don't know if this is related to the eInk Corporation or not, whether they got these panels from them and they're just doing their own modifications and customizing the hardware, which I don't think would be the case, but could be. Totally could be. Any suggestions or any comments on this? Let me know in the chat, you guys. What else we have here? Let's go to the chat real quick. Oh, audio's from a previous vid is playing. Oh, my bad. Oh, good. My bad, you guys. What vid? Oh, chat, my bad. I didn't know that. I didn't know that because of this. I have to fix this. I don't know what's going on with it, but I have to fix it. I have to fix it. I'm so sorry about that, chat. My bad. When BM said I'm using translator to figure out your other co-hosts, I'm like, oh, what happened? I know something happened, but what? Okay. All right. If we didn't get that, my bad that I had this whole distraction going on in the background. I do like the display. I think it's going in the right direction. I didn't know I had a co-host. eInk was trying to tell me. I didn't know what that was about. All right, my bad, you guys. Listen, for those who rock with me through the hard times here, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Without you, I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what I'd do. All right, so to wrap this up, I really do think it's cool. I really do like the display, and I think this is a good direction for eInk. I'm not sure if you guys heard my little rant about how I think this is good for smaller companies to do this, but I do think it's good. I do think it's awesome. All right. Let's go to Boox Scribbles. All right. One of the things I'm liking lately on the eInk front is Boox Scribbles. Now, I'm not sure if you guys use this at all, but we're going to talk about it real quick. Okay, so this is something I think I got used to this particular thing when I was using the Apple Newton. They had a lot of gestures that you could use to handle editing on that device. So where if I had a letter that I wanted to make a capital, I would just swipe up like this, and it would turn a lowercase o into a capital O. If I wanted to get rid of something, I would just simply do this, and it would get rid of it. Now, that's the same way this works, right? But Apple kind of introduced that with the Newton a long time ago. So this is something I like to use when I'm writing, and gestures to do editing and to handle editing, I think, are very useful, especially when you get used to them and they work into your workflow really well. Onyx has something like this. They call them AI Scribbles. So the way you enable these is you go to your, is it the more? In my case, it's the more because I don't have AI on my panel right here. So if you go to AI, you will see here. Let me bring this down here. If you go down to AI, you will see there that they have what they call Smart Scribe, and it's an AI feature, but they're basically gestures to help you edit your documents and whatnot. So essentially, they have auto perfect shapes. You can turn that on to create automatic shapes. We'll talk about that in a second. But lasso recognition is something that's a very awesome editing tool. It allows you to lasso something without having to go to the toolbar and select it, which keeps you like in the flow of your writing if you're writing something. So I think that's an awesome feature right there. Scribble to erase. This is another one of those things that I use along with lasso recognition to scribble something. So just like I wrote there, you can scribble over something to erase it. And basically what that does, it creates an area erase in the area that you scribbled. And so if you say you have a series of eyes, if you were to scribble that out, it would work, but your lines would have to cross even the dots of the eyes. So if you would do it, you have to make sure you cross the dots in the eyes, and then it would delete it. But if you were to just willy-nilly kind of do it, you have to cover it. So it's not perfect, right? Then in the perfect world, it would just cover the whole area that you covered, right? Regardless if the line crossed through something or not. But that's the way it currently works, and that's fine with me. It works really well. That's just something they can do to improve it. But anyway, so let's talk about this for a second, because I think these are tools that a lot of people don't use, and that I think come in super handy. So like I was just saying, a lot of times when I'm writing, I want to go back and I want to do some editing. It used to be that when you were writing something, right? And say I wanted to use the lasso. And so basically, if you want to use the AI lasso, if you turn it on in the Smart Scribe, you can basically, there we go. You can basically lasso something, circle it. And once you do, it will know that you want to select that and give you a selection box. And then you can do whatever you want to do after that. I think that's super awesome, like for a variety of reasons. You don't have to select the lasso tool. You don't have to use your fingers to select a particular gesture like the Supernote platform does. And it's just something that keeps you writing. I just love that. So that feature right there has always been good. I've always used it, but they've improved these Smart Scribe features so much over the last 6 months. Like it got to a point to where I would try to move something. I would circle something, move it over here, hit the background to get out, try to circle something else. It works perfectly right now. Beautifully even. Almost too good right now. But in the past, it would have never recognized that I wanted to move this thing right here, deselect it, and then quickly select something else. It would have never been able to keep pace with me on that train of thought. It would have lost me somewhere. Now, everything I want to do, it never fails. When I want to select something and move it, I select it, move it, deselect, select something else right after. I can immediately move that, deselect. I can lasso or do the erase. It just knows. Like, it's so good now. You see, it's not losing me. It keeps up with what I want to do. I want to scribble erase. I want to circle right after. I want to move this. Or let me undo that. I want to move this. Right after I move it, I want to move this. And you see how it just knows. It keeps up with my flow of work. And it keeps up with how fast my brain is thinking about doing the edits. Onyx has come a long way with this particular feature. It never could keep up with me in the past. It doesn't fail me right now. Like, that's how good it's gotten. Dude, it's always been good. Aaron said it's always been good. It's always been good. But Aaron, I'm telling you right now, it has never been as good as it is right now. In the past, I would have that whole flow of working, selecting something, moving it, deleting something, selecting something right after that, moving it, manipulating it, it would have lost me somewhere in that mix. It so much so that I remember doing a live stream, and I don't know if anybody's been around that long, but I remember doing a live stream a long time ago, and I was demonstrating the fact that I wanted to write something, right? And this is what I was doing right here, actually. I was writing something, hello world, and what I wanted to do was select it, move it, and then select something else. Now, before, when I tried to do that, I remember making this point. I was like, if I want to do that, what I have to do is select it, wait, move it, deselect, then wait again, then select, then move. Like, I remember saying that there was a pause period I needed to do in between each action. And we had a debate on a live as to why that was. We thought maybe it was because the system needed to do a refresh after I was doing what I was doing, or maybe it was and because it needed to refresh, it wasn't capturing my next motion because the refresh was going on, so I had to give it a chance to refresh and then capture my next motion. We also thought it might have been the anti-aliasing. Like, I needed to wait till the anti-aliasing took place and got done before I could select and manipulate something else. Yeah, I remember that being a whole conversation on a live stream. That's not a thing anymore. I never worry about whether it's going to keep up with my motions now. Smart Scribe has gotten way more smart. It's gotten way more smart. And I just wanted to point that out because I crap on a lot of the features that these eInk devices have, but when something genuinely gets better, I want to say something about that. And like I said, especially something that I'm impressed by. Like, every time I use, and this is how I know it's gotten better. Because every time I use the devices now, the 10.3 and the Note Air 4C, it always impresses me. I'm always like, I smile even, and I think to myself, they've done such a good job with this. And when I continuously have to say that to myself, that tells me that they've gotten better and they've done a good job. The goat can't search asterisk in the scribble search. Really, it's always been able to do that. That would surprise me. Let me see if I can do a scribble search for the asterisk. Are we gonna put an asterisk right there? Let's see if we can do a scribble search here. Oh, that's interesting. Does it do boxes? So it looks like when you select asterisk, it doesn't even search. When you select box, at least it goes through a search through your notes, right? Have they made asterisk look different or something? Okay, so boxes are good. Yeah, asterisk, not good. You're right. I wonder why that is. That's interesting. Maybe that's their symbol now. Let's do a search for that. There we go. Oh, oh no. Yeah, it doesn't yeah, it doesn't recognize them anymore. That's interesting. That's super interesting. Thanks for bringing that up, Parm. I didn't recognize that. How's it going, DeRock? Let's go to the chat real quick. I've been having chat here that I haven't gotten to. I can still hear that guy opening and closing the phone in the background. By my calculation, it should be 34 hours. My bad, you guys. I really feel bad about that. It's because these stopped working on me. I have to fix or figure out why it's causing a hum to have these on. I am using Supernote as a static display. The parts are obtainable. I say obtainable. Auto lasso is great unless you're drawing. It's nice that you can toggle easily. Yes. Yeah, toggle. Yeah, it can be a pain, but you can toggle it off. So that does work. Durock says same with scribble delete. Toggle off when sketching. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Definitely. I use these all the time. It says Aaron. Yeah. But so do you agree they've gotten better though, Aaron? I know you think that they've always been good. I agree. It's always been good. It's really good right now though. Especially with the context tools on selection, it became very good. Yes, The Rock. The context tools at the site of selection are awesome. I've been crying about that and asking them to do that for a while, and I'm glad that they finally did it. Do all the point editing stuff so much more than outlining. So the trade-off of Boox versus Supernote makes sense for how I work. My goat can't search asterisk. Yeah, we got there. Really, I never had any issue with the star search. Do you do a 5-point star or the 3-line asterisk? I do the 3-line asterisk. And it didn't none of those worked for me. Yep, confirmed. They might have broken asterisk search. Yeah. Apparently, yeah, it's not working. Apparently, asterisk search is definitely not working now. But I mean, I'll take that trade-off. For Scribbles to work better and to lose asterisk, I'll take that trade-off all day, Onyx. you just keep pushing forward. I'll make do, Onyx. I'll make do. You just keep giving me good Scribbles. I think Scribbles is just that good. I think Scribbles is just that good. All right, everyone. That's going to be the show for today. I really appreciate you guys showing up. I really appreciate you dealing with the sound problems. Man, I apologize. Chat, I'm going to get this headphone fixed and worked out so we don't have that issue anymore. Am I ever going to be good at streaming? Who knows? I'll eventually get good next year sometime. It'll be a flawless show. It would have taken me 2 years to get there, but eventually. Again, tech news every day, starting at 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. If you want to join us, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the show today. Hit the Discord link up in the description if you want to join the Discord. We'd appreciate to see you there. Check out the Rants About Tech website if you want to check out some articles, if you want to check out some ways to support the channel. And what else? I think that's it. We're going to see you guys tomorrow morning. Hump Day is tomorrow. I'm going to try to have, like I said, these things ironed out for tomorrow's show, you guys. I appreciate it. All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all then. Peace.